we are live here with Indy 500 qualifying, the first time we've ever actually gone out of our way to do so. Uh, we've already gotten some pre-qualifying times, and we'll brief over those before any of the official qualifying runs count. They are all official times, however, they were before qualifying. This is the official qualifying session that is about to start. These all still count. Just this is the 2-hour period that we're going to give that's designated purely to qualifying. Let me also open up the game. So if you guys get a private server, you guys should be good to go. Once that's done up publishing, I think that's good there. But let's get on to qualifying runs. The first one was last night. It was Nico Odds, who had a total sum of 192.593 seconds. Dabcat, Matt Farms also did runs. They were not satisfied, so they went for a rerun, as well as me, who pulled off for the sake of competition. Matt's next run was a 192.791, and Dabcat's second run was 192.926. Stephen Waters joined and took up the fastest time last night with a 192.459. And then Groom Farms joined and had a bit of issues. Today, Jake did a run. His car was the wrong setup, so we had him do it again, and he got the top time before being briefly beaten by Drifting Casey, who the top time right now is 192.143. We are setting up for Shuffle's run, so they are the next one up. Of course, as more people start to join, maybe these guys have already gotten their runs out of the way. They're just kind of watching for now. So let me get the stream link, and I will put that up in SLC. All right. I think my screen just froze. There we go. All right. So that being said, we'll watch the lights here shuffle. Qualifying starts now. That is the official time. This is the live time for the run-in. Shuffle now making his way out into the track is going to be the best of 4 laps. Lap now is beginning. Lap 1 will start as soon as he crosses the start-finish line. Jacob, you can call the times as they go through. Shuffle making his way now to turn 3 to 4. Now this turn has a very interesting transition. It's going to keep it low and rise up high over the exit. Shuffle making his way down the front straightaway to start his first lap. Lap 1 has now begun. Lower the volume a little bit, balance it out with commentary. Shuffle making his way down the back straight lines. His first lap time so far, so good for the number 15 GMG machine. Shuffle now through the short chute into turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Let's see what lap 1 looks like, Jake. If you could call that one for me.
Lap 1's going to set him to a 48.1.
48.1 flat?
Yep.
All right, now that's a solid time for Shuffle. He's going to have 3 more shots to go quicker. We will be adding up the total sum of each of these 4 laps together. The lowest time is going to determine who starts in front in Sunday's qualifying. Again, we'll be taking the top 6, and if we somehow get over 15 drivers, that will lead to bump day. So far, I believe we have 7 qualifiers? Yes, yes we do. This will be the 8th one, so it's lap 2 now for Shuffle down the front straightaway.
He will set a 47.829.
47.829. Let's see what that compares to past references. Drifting Casey, 829, so just shy of the best time we've seen in any run. Set by the last one by Drifting Casey in pre-qualifying. Just a little bit to go. Shuffle now down to turn 3. This time by, we'll be seeing the white flag. So the white flag out for you, Shuffle. One more lap to go after this. For the final lap.
Gonna set a 47.983. A little bit slower.
A little bit slower, but dipping below those 48s, looking very fast out here for the GNG 15 car. It's going to be a heavy target to go up ahead of Drifting Casey. However, I think it might have what it takes to string it together. It's making its way down the back straightaway for the final time. This could be all it takes to get the top time today. Looks pretty good so far. Shuffle now into turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, the checker flag going out. Shuffle crossing the start-finish line.
Final time is going to be a 41.46.
Alright, well let's add those times up together here. That 41.1 flat. We're going to add that up to the second lap with 47.829. Very close to the time that was set by Drifting Casey, only a couple thousandths off. Lap 3 at 47.983. And then lap 4, 48.146. That was sum up together. It's a total of 100. What? Oh. Wait. Of 192.058. Oh, so you got that thing shake. So that will be what Shuffle's run looks like there up on the stream. That will put him on the top of the board as far as I'm aware of. Surpassing actually the top time by about 1/10 and a half. So good job there in Shuffle. Thank you, Jake. That will put Drifting Casey into second. We'll be clearing the board up. So far, we now have 8 entries, and I don't know if there's anyone that's thinking of taking it now. We have expired past about 6 minutes here. Is there anyone here? Is there anyone here that is thinking of getting an interview? We've got quite a bit of time.
We have Aiden McGreedy here. Nope, we have 113 minutes left.
So that is Drifting Casey. I don't know if we could say anything about these two. Privacy, but both of them very well familiar with each other. Drifting Casey drives. I believe, either the Lotus or the Monster Energy car, whichever one it is. All right, the Monster Energy car. So that was driven by Jake yesterday in the Indy road course race. So once you're ready, head up to the white line at the pit exit. There's an hour and 12 minutes. Or there's an hour, not an hour and 12 minutes. There's an hour and 52 minutes left. It's left turn, so make sure that you go to. Make sure you turn left. Yeah. Danny McGrady here up next. I love football. Okay, stop. Oh, hold up. Aiden. Aiden, head back to the pit lane. It's too fast of a start. You can't just go off the gun to it. You gotta make sure it's fair. So, head back. Head back to the pit exit, sir. Come on, the grass is very slippery. Alright. Turn around. You're going to want to stop at it. Okay, that's for everyone else. Aiden, I don't know if you're familiar with how qualifying works, but you're going to have... I also need to explain that to you. It is a 4-lap qualifying system. We add up the total sum of your 4 laps, so each one of these laps will count. So make the most of every lap you get. If you make any mistakes, just try your best to keep going. If you want to rerun, remember that your rerun will invalidate your last run. So if you do worse in your next run, you go for a rerun, then you're gonna have to live with that. So, whenever you are ready, let's get Aiden McCready out onto the track. So the number 68 Monster Energy machine out into the track. We see him in Formula Oof a little bit. Gonna take the F1, that's it. Aiden now making his way down the back straightaway on his out lap. Remember, Aiden's flat out. Do not let off. Keep below off of 4 is my best advice because the transition is very bad. Yeah, then rise back up high. Yeah. First lap now is starting as he makes his way across the line. Got 4 more shots at it. Making his way down to turn 3, a little bit of a hop up into the air. He keeps it going on though. Now up through the short chute into turn 4. We'll join back up high off the exit of 4. Let's see what lap 1 is.
Lap 1 is gonna give us a 48.125.
Not a bad lap 1. Getting down his second time by. He'll have 3 more laps to go. Aiden making his way down the back straightaway. Now through turn 3 into the short chute, up to turn 4. He's just going to have 1 more straight at it. Let's see what lap 2 is down the front straightaway. Halfway home.
He's going to go faster with a 48.033.
Alright, 48.033. Thank you there, Jake. Lap 2, 2 more to go. We're over halfway home here for the Monster Energy 63. Makes his way down the back straightaway. And his preliminal lap. Now to turn 3. He will be making his way up to the white flag now, so that once he crosses the start-finish line, the white flag is going to come out for Aiden McGrady.
Gonna set a 48-129.
All right, one more lap to go for Aiden McGrady. He's done a pretty solid run so far. Makes his way down the back straightaway one final time. Down to turn 3. Up through the short chute. Out of turn number 4 this time by the checkered flag is gonna raise up. Aiden McGrady making the way down the front straight across the brickyard. And that'll
Set a
be it.
48-050.
Alright, let's get that total sum here. To 192.337. That is good enough, I believe. We're going to check the list. Alright, he's making his way in. We are going to check what the positions with that time would be. 192. That would be good enough for 3rd place behind T7J. That'll put him on the row behind of his cohort of Drifter Casey. Put Steven Waters into 5th. We now have 9 entries into the Indy 500. Jake is going to DM me. Okay.
We have Monaco and Aqua here. Monaco, are you wanting to qualify?
Looks like Steve is looking to do a rerun. Is that going to be the case, Steve? Steve, hop up and down if you are trying to do a rerun. You are... We'll check right now. On the timetable, you are in 5th place, so you are 2 spots from being knocked out. A top 6 qualifying. Aqua can take... Yeah, you want to qualify? For now, DRI Club, take my car, I guess. And for Aqua, if they are interested, Shuffle, they could run... They could run the 15. Alright, so Steve, I guess, is going to back off from qualifying, so... here here, line up your car here. So how this is going to work for both you and Aqua, once you guys please head to the pit exit. That's okay, I'll explain. You guys are gonna have a 4-lap run. Every lap matters, so we count up the total sum of every lap combined. So that means the lowest 4 laps will count the lowest number. The lowest number is the further to the front. If you make any mistakes, just keep driving. If you, for some reason, want to do a rerun, then that means you will surrender your previous run the moment you exit the pit lane. If you get a worse time, that means that you're going to have to stick with the worst time of your new rerun, if that does happen. Of course, this is your first run, so it is going to be 4 laps that you will know when you're done. Are you ready? Alright, it's going to be a single car out at a time, Aqua, so just wait a little bit. It'll be a few minutes. The RI Club's going to make their way out. So the RI Club now to the track to be the 10th run. If you're interested in seeing times, they are in the SLC array trailer, just across the start-finish line on the infield. There's Crake energy drinks, a little barbecue going on. There is a lot of stuff. Anyways, the RI Club making its way down the front straightaway. He'll go up high. I recommend you stay low. But if you choose not to, that's okay. But just beware that that bump can mess you up. Anyways, first lap has now begun. We're going to do 4 more times around the track. Yes, shawarma, kebab. There's everything. The barbecue. There's croissant. There's a lot of stuff there. But anyways, though, the RI Club making its way down the back straightaway for his first lap. Go down low. Almost to the grass. Now the Italian going to make their way up through the short chute, still staying low, trying to reduce their corner diameter. Flat out track, making its way now down the front straightaway. Went a little bit in the grass. I could have scrubbed off a little bit of pace. We'll see. His first lap.
Lap 1, he's going to set a 48.113.
48.113. Thank you there, Jake. 3 more times to go for the RI Club. Currently driving my car, the Cager chassis of the Super Indy. That's of course with the short track style roll cage. The 12R. The RI Club now out of turn 4 for lap 2. Makes his way through the front straightaway. He'll take a low this time.
Go faster with a 48 flat.
Alright. I think that is the second time we've seen a flat 48 this time, and he goes up high, almost all the way up to the wall. Through the short chute of 1 and 2. Kind of trying to do different lines here, figure out the track. There seems to be a lot of different ways to take this course. It is flat out, but I myself don't really know what the best line is to take. Stays low through 3 and 4. This time by, the white flag will come out as soon as you cross the pits. There we go, so white flag is out for the RI Club. 1 more lap, see he finishes lap 3.
Lap 3 is going to be a 48.079.
Alright. Now through the short chute. Again, he seems to like to go up high through there. Stays low out of 3 and 4. Bit of a more typical line though for 1 and 2. Now out of the final turn for the RE Club. Down the front straightaway for lap 4. They keep it low, try to reduce that diameter down the front straightaway.
And a 47.767.
47.767. Let's see how that looks on the board. I think. By the way, you are done. I think that time. We're going to check real quickly.
Gonna break 191.
Fastest time?
191.959.
Holy smokes. Folks, give it out to the RI Club. They are top of the board. With a 191.959, the first car of qualifying to dip below the 192s. Let me update the board before Aqua gets going. And that will put Steven Waters into 6th place. Nikolau's now out of the top 6. That is the 10th qualifier. Alright, so up next is Aqua. And I think Gibb is here too, so we'll teleport Gibb. Again, the Indian man who won his first SLC Super Indy race just yesterday at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is a track he's well familiar with. Gibb, can you take the K&N car? Okay. Aqua is up next. He'll be out on his first run. Just line up at the, oh, Aqua going around. Yeah, watch out for the grass. It's slippery. Just line up here. It's the same way it works in real life, Gibb, pretty much. 4 laps. So Gibb, Aqua. Yeah, it's the oval. Aqua is a little bit lost, it seems. I remember cars in real life, during carb day, and the little Friday carb day practice, taking the road course, almost like Aqua was going to. I'm surprised nobody's done that yet, but now that I've mentioned it's going to happen. Aqua? It's an oval. Aqua, it's an oval.
No, you're good. Keep going. Keep going.
You turn left. Go right. Go right now, and then you go left. It's gear.
Don't listen to Aiden. Don't listen to Aiden. You're good. There you go.
Yeah, it's an oval. You have 4 left turns. Watch out for the grass. Go as fast as you can, dude. Carry speed. Get into 6th gear. Flat out. There's no. You just get into 6th gear. Stay flat out. Don't lift. Get a good line. And I think he might be off in the right direction now. The 15, which is usually our 15's car, will be rented today out by Aqua to make the way around the oval. You're going to go around 4 more times. First lap is starting. Lap 1 has begun. You're going to have 4 more times around the racetrack, Aqua. Every lap matters. It's not a matter of the fastest lap, it's a matter of the fastest 4 laps. So, I recommend you stay low off of turn 4, because there's a bad transition that's plagued everyone this weekend. Both on the road course and the oval. Turn 4 seems to be the problem causer. Must not like it. Must not like turn 4. Anyways, the 15 is going to go a little bit high off of the final turn. There's a wheelie, as we said. First lap for Aqua.
1:48.417.
1:47. Not actually. That's a pretty alright time for lap 1. kind of just trying to get a grasp of the track. It's true. Drivers currently debating about the line. We did notice that the lap record set by the Yard Club was set by taking the bottom off of the front straight. I think all these drivers are now thinking of that. I should have done that. Lap 2 now for Aqua. Makes his way down the front straightaway. He'll be halfway home.
Lap 2 is going to give us a 48.113.
All right. We're already nearly halfway done with we're nearly halfway done with, or quarter way done almost. Sorry. Aqua's halfway done. I don't know what I was saying there. Anyway, still making our way into turn 3, Aqua.
Stop touching the board.
Please. Don't worry about fastest time. That doesn't matter here. All right, white flag here for Aqua. 1 lap to go.
Lap 3 is going to be a 48.217.
It's the final time for Aqua to go any quicker. Looks like they've been kind of just trying to figure the track out. They got a little bit lost at first on their out lap, but I think they do kind of have a good grasp of what they're doing at this time. Make their way out of 3 and 4. Now through the short chute. Making their way down the front straightaway one final time. The checker flag going to go out for Aqua.
The final lap is going to give him a 48.142.
And that will total us out at 192.889. Thank you there, Jake. So, Aqua, please make your way back to the pit lane. You could do a fast lap around. Make your way off of 4. Got 3 cars waiting on you.
Who got next?
Aqua's next. I mean, Gib is next. Gib 4.
Gibby.
Gib 4. Yeah. Gonna calculate to see where that would put them. Again, their run 129.889. That'll be ahead of Dabcat in 9th place. Give us a second, Gib. We're just trying to calculate where everyone goes. So 11 cars have qualified. However, here's the 12th one. It is Gibby. And as soon as he gets into the pit lane, we are good to go. Alright, Gibby, once you're ready, you're clear to the track. It is flat out in 6th gear. Stay low off of turn 4. Gibby not making their first run. Slow for a second, Matt and Stevie. Gibby's now onto the track. Again, yesterday's Indianapolis road course winner, a Indiana native, of course, getting pulled at the Indy 500. Even if it's the virtual one, probably a dream. So this one is going to mean a lot to him. He was looking extremely fast on the road course yesterday. But we'll see what we can see this guy string together. Gets down low to the grass, grabs off a little speed. But here is the end of his out lap. He's going to have 4 laps at it. He stays low down the front straight. He's picked up a little bit there on the Yard Club's technique. Making his way through turn number 1. The Indiana native now through turn number 2. Go up, back high through the back straightaway. Stays back, gets down low, goes back up high, taking the real life line, gets a bit of a bump on the transition now into turn number 3. Making his way out of turn number 4 and up and down through the front straightaway. Lap 1 about to complete. 3 more to go. Lap
Oh, wow, starting off with a 47.971.
That's a pretty darn fast lap 1 for Gibby in the 65 K&M machine. Have 3 more shots to go quicker. Now, I think a couple of these guys up in the front of the field might be biting their nails. Again, Gibby, his experience more so comes from the chain chassis world. A lot of memories against this guy in KRE, in the Robots IndyCar Association series. So, doing this track, not by any means unfamiliar for him. Stays back down low until lap number 2.
Lap 2 is a 47.846.
Holy smokes, let this man cook into turn 1. Now down the short chute. Turn 2. And he's carrying as much speed as he can. He could string together the fastest lap. So far is on route for that. Stays low down the back straightaway. Goes a little bit high into the middle lane on his entry. Still staying low though. Now into turn number 4. This time by, we'll be seeing the white flag for Gibby. So it's 1 more lap. Crossing the start-finish line.
Lap 3 is going to be a 48.150.
All right, a little bit off of the other ones. However, those first 2 were incredible. If he could string together an incredible final lap, it really honestly could be it. Could the hometown hero make his way up to pole position? He makes his way down the back straightaway one final time into turn 3. A little bump on the transition. He's giving it his all. Now out of turn number 4 for the final time. Maybe staying low, trying to cut down the diameter. The checkered flag going to come out. Little lag.
This final lap, going to give him a 48.104.
All right. So he is done. He's just making his way back in the pit lane. That will sum out to a total of 192.071. That is second on the board. The Art Club's pole position still staying there. So, Gibby, if you could pull it in here. I think you know what you're doing, though. Just trying to make his way into the pits. Alright, so that's good enough for second. That knocks Shuffle into third, drifting Casey into fourth, Jake into 5th place. 6th place is going to be Eddie McCready, so he's now on the knockout. Stephen Waters now knocked out of the top 6. Nicolaus in 8th. Alright. That means we have 12 entries today. Alright. Stevie, if you are ready, you can go. Stevie is up next. Matt, stay. Next car out. Aqua, check the trailer by the start-finish line.
So this is his second run?
This is his second run, yes.
All right.
Yep. That was an awesome time by Gibby. It's now time for Stephen Waters to give it another shot. That means his last run is nullified. That was good enough for 7th place. However, I don't think he's satisfied with that. He's going for it one more time. First lap. wave is now about to begin. Alright, so lap 1 has now begun. Gonna go around 4 more times. So his first time makes his way down the back straightaway. Just a reminder that the top 6 will be in a pole shuffle tomorrow. Just an FYI. Stephen Waters making his way down the front straightaway for lap 1. Gonna string together 4 laps.
Lap 1 is going to be a 48.017.
Not a bad looking lap time there for the 20 NOS Energy machine. Goes all the way up high into 1 and 2, down low through 3. Taking a bit of a typical line there. Now to turn 3. And into turn 4, Stephen Water making his way down the front straight to be halfway home. Lap 2 complete.
Lap 2 is going to be a 48.129.
Alright. Stephen making his way into turn number 2. This is his 3rd lap. Next time by will be when he sees the white flag. By tomorrow, I'll explain briefly after he's done. But it's like Q2, like an F1. White flag out for Stephen Waters.
Lap 3 will be a 48.117.
It's the final time for Stephen Waters. Makes his way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. You can string together one more lap. See if he has what it takes to get into the top 6. Down the front straightaway, the checker flag gonna come out for Stephen Waters.
Final lap will be a 48.017. Same as his first.
Mr. Consistency over here. Same lap that he starts off with, he manages to finish it off with as well. That'll sum out to a total of 192 seconds and 280 thousandths. So 192.28 for Stephen Waters. That will, let's see where that puts him up. His first lap now invalidated. That is actually a better run than his first lap. So let's see where that puts him up to. The 192.280. That will be good enough to keep him in 6th place. That will knock out Aiden McGreedy. But by the way, the top 15 will start, if people are curious. It's just kind of like to determine the pole shuffle tomorrow. So Stephen Waters still so far safe. However, Aiden's going to go for another run. Up next is Matt Farms in the 01. You can go when you want to go. So you're clear to the track. Yeah, I mean, just be aware that the top sits, like, if your top sits, your top sits. So that's what you guys should be concerned about for today. Tomorrow's pole day. Anyways, Matt's making his way onto the track for, I believe, run 2. We'll check if that's the case. It's run 3. It's run 3. Yeah. So the third run for Matt Farms. We'll be making his way down through turns 3 and 4. And now down the front straightaway. Brief you guys over the last bit. As Matt makes his way down the front straight, start lap 1. You're going to have 4 more times around the race course. As he is now, as of where he was in 9th place with a 192.791. It's a little bit into the grass there. Shuffle's probably practicing. But yeah, your goal for today should be to make the top 6, essentially. Oh, big lag spike there as Matt makes his way across the start-finish line. Let's see what lap 1 is. Having a lot of lag.
Heavy lag is going to give him a 50.750.
Unfortunately, oh, he's up into the wall. Keep it going, but this run, unfortunately, is going to put him quite a bit back, I think. He's going to have to chance maybe another one. I don't know if he's going to abandon this and take the uncounted run, or if he's going to go for it again. Try to just get this run complete. Matt making his way down the front straightaway. Again, more lag.
Lap 2 is going to go a little bit faster with a 50.296.
So having a lot of lag at the front straight definitely is holding him back. Unfortunately, it looks like that run he had earlier is going to have to be scrapped. And this one is just... yeah, that's going to be a rough situation there for Matt Farms. We now have about an hour and 15 minutes left in this qualifying. The shuffle is rejoined. All right,
Lap 3 will be a 48.592.
Make his way one final time down the back straight just to get a time in. As the checkered flag is going to come out for Matt Farms.
Final lap will be a 48.113.
All right. Well, that last lap was a little bit better than the rest, but unfortunately, that's a 197.759, so most certainly going to put him to the back of the field. So, unfortunate for the guy that qualified originally in 9th place, so had to merge back into 12th behind his friend, Croon Farms.
If you want to keep your time, don't do another run.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been very transparent. Not if you do a rerun, then your previous run is abandoned. If you do worse, then you're gonna have to stick with the new time that you took. So Your goal should be to make the top 6. I think if you have, then you're good for tomorrow. So yeah. Unless you want to risk it, but this isn't for pole. Anyways, up next here is Dabcat. You are good to go when you want. This is going to be run number 3, I believe, for him as well. He did pre-qualifying. The race is next Sunday. Yeah, it's just a mesh track. You wanna bash a track for being mesh, don't bash me. I'm not gonna say who to bash, just don't bash me. I did make it. Don't bash anyone actually, for that matter. However, Dab is making his way out to the track to start up his first lap. His out lap is now about to be completed. Let's hope our crim back. So Dab's first lap is now underway. Making his way down the back straightaway. Now out of turn 4, down the front straightaway. Let's see what Dabcat can string together on his first lap. He keeps it down low. He might have been seeing the technique that the Iron Club has been doing. I'm also going to remove that car. So first lap complete.
Cheese Wedge will set a 48.096.
Let me delete this car. All right. Dabcat now through the short chute into 3 and 4. He'll be making his way halfway home this time by. Alright, halfway home for Dabcat.
Cheese Wedge will set a 48.033.
That's a solid time there by the Cheese Wedge, being driven here by Dabcat. Make his way down the back straightaway. Now into turn number 3 to mark his preliminal lap. Pass through the short chute, goes up a little bit high, down low, into 4. This time by, the white flag going to come out for Dabcat as they make the way down the front straightaway. Lap 3 completed.
Lap 3 is going to be a 48.100.
Alright, the final time through 1 and 2. He'll make his way down the back straightaway up on the high lane. It's down back into 3. Up through the short chute. Down to 4. Dabcat's final time down the front straightaway. The checked flag going to come out. And
Final lap is a 47.913.
Pretty good
A
there
little
for
bit
Dabcat.
faster.
Alright, let's see what that total sum is. He'll take it back through the road course. But let's see. The 192.142 for Dabcat. That will put him up to, as we check the board.
Oh, you got to move shuffle above Gibby.
Is he? Oh,
Shuffle was a little bit faster.
yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Thanks, Shuffle. Thanks for reminding us.
That will put Dabcat into closer between himself and Drifting Casey. It's very close. A single thousandth of a second. Dabcat moves up to third. A single thousandth or fourth. Moves himself into fourth. A single thousandth of a second ahead of Drifting Casey. Moves him into fifth. Jake will be in sixth, so he's now at the knockout. Steve is also in eighth. Ninth will be Eddie McGreedy. 10th will be Nico. 11th will be Aquacar. 12th will be Kryn Farms. And I think... Am I counting right? 1 second. 1, 2, 3.
We'll be back.
4, 5, 6. Jake's in the knockout. 7th is Stephen Waters. So Stephen has been knocked out. 8th will be Aiden McGreedy. 9th will be Nico Outs. 10th will be Aquacar. 11th is going to be Kryn Farms. And 12th will be Half Farms. Alright, so that is that part completed. I think Jake will be right back, so up next is Aiden McGreedy. You are clear to go. But this will invalidate your last run. Just an FYI, if you do worse, you're going to have to live with it.
49.13. I'm actually happy with that lap time.
Dak, do you think you could help with the times?
Yeah, that's what I'm marking.
Alright, thanks.
I'll be adding up, and I'll just tell you the time so that you can write them down.
Alright. Aiden McGreedy making his way down into the short chute. They'll be starting the first lap in just a bit. I believe this is their out lap. It is. They will pass by.
Alright, let's see what lap 1's going to be. This is going to be pretty cool to see what lap is going to be first lap. It'll kind of determine what his pace will be.
And Aiden was just knocked out of it. He's
Just barely.
Yep, currently in 8th place, so he could be trying to give it his all to get into tomorrow's pole shuffle.
And we've got a 47.933 for his first lap.
Alright, we will add that up. Making his way down the back straightaway for lap 2. Turn the light screen. Should be down. No, the RA Club. Because of lag.
Alright, let's see what lap 2 is going to be. Lap 2 is going to be the big determiner.
This is the halfway point.
Oh.
He keeps it low, though.
And he has a 48.046.
Alright, we will add that up as well now.
Got both in the calculator. Let's hope this is going to be a good run. So far, it's looking similar to my pace. Just kind of flip-flopped. I ran my fastest lap on the last lap, ran his fastest on the first. So let's see what he can do. This is looking very exciting.
He's over halfway home this time by when he makes his way to cross for lap 3. He'll be seeing the white flag come out. one more lap to go once he crosses the line.
And lap 3 is a 47.917. Ooh boy.
Indy McGrady could be cooking up a very fast qualifying run. Could be good enough to get him to the pole shuffle tomorrow. He took a gamble getting into this, but so far it does look like his second run could be faster than his first.
He's just got to keep it clean for lap 4. It's set a 48.1, and he should have a really good pace.
Now, out of the final turn, down the front straight, if he's going to keep it low. The checkered flag going to go out for Indy McGrady.
And he'll set a 48.083. Not bad.
48 point what?
A 48.083. And his final sum is a 191.979. Send that screenshot over to Robo for proof.
191.979.
Yep. These are some really quick times. I think R8 Club might have to do another run. We'll see. Shuffle. I can't wait to see Shuffles and Gibbs run. This is what I'm excited for.
979, 979. That is second on the board for Indy McGrady.
This is really close. Like, normally when you watch an SLC race, you'll see like an 8, you'll see a skill game, like a good skill game. But right now we're seeing people that, may not have ran any laps on this track at all, still be with guys that have ran 200, 300 laps on this track, and this is really close. There's a good possibility that the actual race may be really close.
Very much so. Let's see who is up next. There's a couple cars lined up. And is that who I think that is? Hold up.
It should be Gibb. From what I remember, it would be Gibb and Shuffle. Or maybe, no, it wasn't Gibb,
It's
it was Shuffle.
It's Shuffle. Alright, Shuffle, when you're ready, go. The RA Club into the back of the line.
Oh boy, it's going to be the Shuffle and R8 Club battle.
The RA Club, can you move to the back of the line? You joined in, okay. You're just waiting. Alright, well, it is now Shuffle's turn. Last time, which we'll show on the screen. Let's go down a little bit. It's 191.979. Up next will be Shuffle's second time. So that invalidates his last one. We'll get another shot. Makes his way down the front straightaway to start up lap 1. Gonna have 4 shots. Now Shuffle had a little bit of time in a private server practicing on, just trying to learn the track. So he might know some stuff we don't. He might have a lot of pace in him. Jake, of course, in the last round has been knocked out of the top 6 pole shuffle. I don't think he's going to go for anything else.
First lap. This is going to be exciting. I can't wait to see what he sets.
Shuffle's first lap, going down low, down the front straightaway, and across the start-finish line. Everyone's been waiting for this moment.
And he sets a 48.078, or 79, sorry. 48.
48.079.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he's making his way down to lap 2. Down the back straightaway. He's going to take the high line. He will dip down a little bit into the middle, staying off that wall, of course. Now gets down low into 3. Making his way through the short chute. And into 4. This time by, he'll be halfway home as he makes his way down the front stretch. Shuffle crossing the start-finish line.
And we've got a 48.083. Also, Jake, I'll just finish Shuffle's run and then I'll mute myself. No problem.
Alright, well this time by gets a little bit of a bump off the transition into turn 3.
All good.
We will be seeing the white flag here for Shuffle as he finishes lap 3. So there's now one more lap for him to complete.
And lap 3 will be a 47.963.
We are down to the last hour of qualifying. Over halfway done with it. Once that is done, of course, that could be a matter of timing, I guess. I don't think there's any new entries. I'm pretty sure everyone is giving their hardest with their reruns. There's quite a few people with some reinstilled confidence. However, Shuffle making his way out of turn number 4. As the checkered flag going out. Shuffle.
And he will set a 47.900.
And that totals us out into, so we'll check it.
192.025.
Alright, well that's a pretty solid run. I think that is a slight improvement over his last run. That will put, as we'll check here. That will put,
Alright, Jake, you can take it away for the time board.
That is a slight improvement of his current standings. So he will stay in 3rd where he is. However, he has set a faster lap time. Going into Sunday's Shuffle.
Yeah, I was going to say R8 definitely still fastest. But it definitely moves everyone else one position lower. So, like, for example, I was in 3rd, now I'll be in 4th. Actually, no, now I'm in 5th. Sorry.
Aqua, you're good to go. As long as you got like a 3-person team, we could get this going a lot faster. Aqua, you're good to go. Aqua. 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 Go. You're holding us up. Please. That's good. We're in the last hour. Qualifying is going to start to close up a little. Again, once the timer is done, it's done. Somebody's out on the track during, that'll be their last run. Arrows behind is going to be done, so just be aware.
Actually, I'm gonna hop in the dock and I'll start typing out stuff.
Right,
I'll be staff. Alright.
Yeah. Anyways, Aqua making the way down the back straight away. Into 3, this is going to be their out lap. As far as I'm aware of.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll announce them. I have fun announcing them.
Alright. Now down the front straightaway to start their first lap. Aqua cars making their way down into turn 1. The first lap is now started. They've begun. They've made their way through 1 and 2. Through 2. Sorry, I'm used to short tracks where the lap times are like 10 seconds.
Real though.
The 15 down the back straight just shows you how massive this track is, by the way. I mean, it genuinely is massive. It's overscale. So, everything about this place is just freaking enormous.
And his first lap will be a 47.921.
not a bad time at all for Aqua.
We're
Despite
seeing
their,
a lot of 47.
yes,
We're seeing a lot of 47.
yeah, a lot of people are starting to kind of get a feel for the track, and I think Aqua, uh, after their slightly blunderous first run, they're starting to get a bit of a grasp of things. I'm going to change Aqua's to an invalid. This is lap 2, right?
Yes, this will be lap 2.
Okay.
And he sets a 48.163.
Now making his way down the back straightaway. Next time by, the white flag will be out for him. Now into turn number 4. As soon as he crosses the pits, we'll be seeing the white flag. He gets down into the grass. Might have scrubbed off a little bit of speed, however, he's making his way down to see the white flag. 1 lap to go.
And he sets a 48.333.
So the final time for the 15 Mercedes out on the racetrack. Been a very good effort by Aqua Car.
There's still hope for Aqua. If he has the possibility of running like a 47.9 this next lap, he can still be very, very close to some of the top times that we've been seeing so far.
Yeah, that could just about be good enough to get into the top 6. He makes his way down the front straightaway one last time as a checkered flag comes out.
With a 48.163, the same lap time as his second lap. That has to be some kind of, good thing. And his total time,
okay. He'll take the road course back.
oh god, his total time will be a 192.58.
All right, let's see where that puts him up before we get to the next car. So 192.580. That one.
No, that would be.
That's 9th place.
Oh yeah.
That is ahead of Nico. So we're just going to change that board up real quickly. That does allow him to pass one car. That is Nico Alex. Made a run last night. Next up, you're allowed to go. That is Kroon Farms. Currently taking the 24. Kroon had a very tough qualifying run. It was originally in the back. Oh, he's on the grass. Spins out, but he will. You were out of the line, DRI Club. Why are you guys like in 2 lines? You guys need to form 1 line. Also, I'm not sure why you want to go for another run, because you are literally quick time still. But, you know, you do you. Yes, but poll is Sunday. Like, today only gets you into the top 6, so as long as you're top 6, you're fine. The actual qualifying is tomorrow. Yeah. One spot, yeah. Alright. Kroon is making the way down the front straight. The first lap has begun.
In other news, I've got whole chocolate milk, so that I can heal my arm. It's like some magical serum.
Make it his way up through turn 3. take the middle lane.
And his
down
first
to-
lap will be a 48.317.
Not a bad lap for Croon Farms. Of course, he's going to have to string together something good to get up there. Currently 11th on the board with a total runtime of, if it was a 194.826, so if he could get 2 seconds faster, that would mean a lot to him, I think. Croon Farms now about to make his way halfway home. So make his way out of 4 down the front straight. Across the start-finish line now. Into turn 1 for his
With a
third lap.
48.413 for his second.
Make his way now out of turn 2 on his preliminal lap. Goes up high, almost to the wall. I don't think he touched it though, so right up there to the limits. Now into 3, through the short chute into 4. This time by, the white flag will come out. So it is the white flag for Croon Farms. 1 more lap to go.
With a 48.18, sorry. There is a good possibility of him wrapping this up and getting that second position he wants.
Oh, little bump off of 3. This is his final lap. Makes his way out through into the short chute. Didn't look like it stopped him that much. He's making his way up into 4 and down the front straight as the checkered flag is going to wave. All right.
And he sets a 48.329.
That will total out to sum him up to. Oh, I didn't even
A
capture.
one?
I didn't even capture that on the stream. But let's see what that looked like time-wise.
That is a 193.242. So, pretty decent.
That is an improvement over his previous run. That will put him up. He will stay in his current position. However, he does have an improved run. If there's anyone that has a worse run off than him, that could allow him just a little bit of breathing room. Now, let me get off this. I'm sorry for the people watching. So who's supposed to go up next? Is it Gib or the RI Club? Because I really don't like the fact you guys are lining up double file. I don't see anyone speaking, so... The RI Club, go to the back of the line. Because you've not been listening, you're supposed to go single file. You haven't listened, so... Green flag will go out for Gib. The RI Club, you're supposed to line up single file. You haven't been doing that. So stop. So if you want to do a run, don't.
Alright, well,
Choose the line.
unfortunate timing on my part, but unfortunately I will have to go.
Okay.
But
You're fine,
thank
Gib.
you. Hopefully Jake can cover this. I mean, he's been doing pretty good so far, so...
Yeah, I got it.
Alright.
Okay, so...
We're all set. Thanks,
All
Dad.
right. Yes, no problem. Good luck to everybody else racing, and I'll see you Sunday.
Well, here's Gibby's shot. We're going to put the green lights on. First lap starting up. Now make his way through one Indiana native. He's currently, I believe, 4th on the board. Wanting to secure himself in case drifting Casey or anyone else gets a solid run. He did look like he had a lot of good pace. Just was not in the right position last time out. This is his 2nd run, so he's going to give it his all. Time, of course, is running short, so this might be his only other shot at it. He might be able to go again if he rejoins immediately after. Scrubs the line. Now down the front straightaway for lap 1. Into turn 1.
Lap 1's going to be a 48.246.
That's a bit of a rough one there for Gibby. He could compensate if he gets these next couple laps knocked out. I think that could have been something to do with that getting onto the grass out of turn 3 and 4. His cohorts from Formula UV calling him to lock in. To make his way out of 4 to make his 2nd lap in.
Second lap's going to be a 48.033.
Third lap in, the preliminal time for Gibby. Biggest string together 2 very incredible laps that could compensate for the issues he had earlier on his run. Makes his way through the short shootout 3 and 4 onto the front stretch. This time by the bike fog is going to go out. One more time around the track for the 65 K&N car.
Lap 3 is going to be a 47.913.
That is what he needs. So he could be getting up there, could be helping himself again. The goal today is to make it into the top 6. This run, at this point, that might just be the only focus. Makes his way one final time down the back straightaway. Now into 3, through the short chute into 4. Lights go black as the checkered flag waves. 65 will make their way down the front straightaway and across the bricks.
I'm going to set a 47.983.
That totals us out to 192.175. That is slightly worse off than their previous run, and that might have knocked that has knocked them into 6th place. They are still in the top 6, however, probably not what they were hoping to get out of this run. Alright, he is in. The next car can go out. That's Steve Waters. So they are surrendering their 2nd run. Now with under 40 minutes to go. Time is of course closing down. Let's turn on my fan for my PC. Didn't realize that was off. Anyway, Stephen Waters will be putting up a valiant effort here just to get it in. Just to get it into the top 6 tomorrow. That light green. That was the out lap, so he's gonna have 4 shots at it. Sorry about this. Down to 3 and 4 on lap 1.
Lap 1 starting off strong with a 47.863.
Holy smokes, Steven Water might be cooking up something in the NOS Energy 20 car. Makes his way into turn number 2. Now up, down the back straightaway. And I know that's certainly something that he's been trying to do. He's been trying to get into the top 6. Currently, as it stands, he's in 8th as of his second run. Now into lap number 2. Making his way down the front stretch across the start-finish line. He's halfway home.
Can go a little bit slower with the 48.133.
Okay, not bad though. It's going to make his way now down through the short chute. And into 2. 2 very fast laps. If he could string those together, that could be all he needs to get into the top 6. Steven Waters now through the short chute. Into turn number 4. As lap 3 is completed, the white flag will come out.
Comes out the same exact time with a 48.133.
As we said earlier, Mr. Consistency, he's at it again. I don't know how he does it. Making his way down the back straightaway one final time. Can he get into it? Can he make the top 6? The NOS Energy car goes up high out of the short chute. He'll go back low through turn number 4. Making his way down the front straightaway to see the checkered flag.
Oh, 48.029.
Not a bad run at all for Steven Waters. Let's see what that sums out as a total. 192.158, and folks, that will knock the Indiana native out of the top 6. Gibby Gibb. Implications. So let me get that updated real quickly for next run.
We got Shuffle going next.
Alright. Gibby Gibb to 7th place. Steve Waters into the knockout, but he's done it. And the next car can go out. Can we stop doing donuts back there, drifting, Casey? Relax. Thank you. Now Shuffle is going to go at it for an opportunity to potentially take QuickTime of today. Of course, he is in the top 6 as of now. It's a bit of a gamble. Could allow him to start early tomorrow. Okay. Shuffle making his way down the front straightaway to go Was that an outlap?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. So Shuffle is now out on track to make some efforts to make some laps. He has forfeited his last run in an effort to go even quicker. Right behind him is your current top time of the RA Club. For the sake of it, wanting to go for it again. Crossover close to 30 minutes to go. Shuffle crossing the front straight.
Starting off with a 47.979.
Very strong first lap out for Shuffle. They make their way into turn 2 now. Into the back straight they go, and into 3. A little bit of a hop up there off of the transmissions. At the transition, excuse me. Down the front straightaway. Lap 2, halfway home.
Lap 2 is going to be a 47.950.
Alright, well, Shuffle is running the consistency out here with those 47.95s. Can he string together more? If he does manage to stay completely below 48s, that could be what it takes to take the top time today. Of course, there's a very antsy driver right behind him, the RA Club. So that might not last long. Shuffle makes his way down the front straightaway to see the white flag come out. As there will be one more lap for the Dutchman. GMG 15 into turn 1 for the final time.
We're going to set a 47.983.
Mother of consistency.
It's looking good.
Looks like he's driving the wheels off that car. Essentially, that's a very, it's generally very consistent driving. If we could knock together another 47, that could be all it takes to get home on top going into tomorrow's full shuffle. Stand by into turn number 4, the final time through. The lights will go out as the checkered flag raises up and waves. Give it out to Shuffle. They make their way across the front straight into the start-finish line. And they...
47.946.
That is consistent.
Here we go. 191.858.
858. That is the top time. That will beat out the RA Club, who's right behind him. We'll put that one up there. Thank you. No longer sitting back in third place. On the top of the board is Shuffle. Let me change those. I think another car is out into the tracks, the RA Club, so he's already ready to go. So the RA Club, with less than 30 minutes on the clock to do more runs, making his way down the last turn on his outlap. This time by, we'll be seeing a 4-lap shootout from your previous top time setter, who just got beaten out. This could make things a little bit interesting. He's going to make his way down the front stretch, now into turn 1. Into turn 2. We get an idea of what he's up to. Down the back straight. Very curious to see what times that the RA Club can string together here at Indianapolis. go up high into the wall. Almost touches it. Might about just done it. That could put his run in jeopardy. And make his way down the front straightaway. Remember, your last time is gone, so make the most of what you got. Lap 1 complete.
Oh, 48,283.
Ooh, that is a rough first time for the Iron Club. Might not have been their intention. They make their way now into turn 2. Already this run is going to be a bit of a rough one for the Iron Club. Excuse me, for the Iron Club. Now to turn 3. As they close into the halfway home point. Out of 4. We are now officially making our way to halfway home. He makes his way down and across the start-finish line.
Lap 2 is going to be a 48,079.
Looks like the pissing contest might not have been in favor for the 12R being driven by the RA Club. Now to turn 3. It's going to be his 3rd lap to complete. The preliminary lap nearly done as the white flag comes out. Lap number 3.
Oh, lap 3 is going to be a 48,267.
Oh, this is not the run that the RA Club was wanting to do. They were up there in 2nd with a good shot of making it to the pole shuffle that was supposed to go on tomorrow. Now it's the question if he's going to have enough time for a rerun. The RA Club making his way now down through the short chute into turn 4. Into the grass. A checkered flag going out for the RA Club. And checkers out.
48,079.
What? That is a rough run there for the RA Club. He's going to be wanting to get a rerun as soon as he can. That is a totaled out of 192.708. As that stands, we will check to see where that will put him. Right over his first run was. So 192.702. Let's get that one written down. Oh, that is 10th place.
10th place? He's not going to like that.
He is not going to like that at all. As cars make their way out. We're going to rewrite the board real quickly. Indy McGrady will move up to 2nd. And Gibby is back into qualifying. Or into
Gibby's around.
the pole shuffle. Oh, Gibby's around.
He's still on his outlap, correct?
Oh, he's
yeah.
Gibby was into the qualifying. Oh no. Well, it is all going to depend on this one. Run 2. Or is it run 3?
Run 3.
Run 3. So that surrenders his time that's good enough for 6, but he's going to go for more. So the Indiana native, green flag's out for you. Little hop there. last 23 minutes. This is his, I believe, Gibby's first lap. So let's switch out of there. Gibby gets down low to make the way across the start-finish line.
Let's see what we get for lap 1. Gonna 48.117.
Alright, well now make the way through into lap 2. We close into halfway home here for Gibby in the K&N car. Again, yesterday's road course winner. Had a lot of domination. A little bit of action between himself and Manos. However, he really did have the track figured out. It's going to be a little bit tough here to get it up there, but I think if he could string together pretty good laps, he might be able to make the top 6, maybe even improve where he is now. Lap 2
All right, let's check out his lap 2. He's gonna do better with the 47.913.
That is what you need to do. So he is going a little bit faster. He is on track.
Yeah, previously set a 47.913 on his 3rd lap on run 2.
Interesting to see those parallel consistencies on a track this big.
Seeing there's a couple of these runs here.
Stevie's done some crazy stuff where he's just...
Steve is on fire. I don't know what that guy is doing.
Yeah. Anyways, this time by on his preliminary lap as it finishes up, the white flag out for Gibby.
Coming into the 3rd lap, he's gonna set a 48.067.
Final time down the back straightaway. It's going to be all down to this. If he can get to the pole shuffle tomorrow. Making his way through the short chute with 20 minutes to go. It might be too late to go for a rerun if he starts now to line up. So down the front straightaway, the checkered flag going to come out.
Final lap, we're looking at a 48.017.
And that totals us out to 192.114. That is a pretty solid run. We'll see where that puts him. That is good enough to put him in 3rd place. That should be a bit of a reassuring amount of security for getting to tomorrow's pole shuffle. Steve is in the knockout, but he is currently in 6th. Next up can go Matt Farms. Farms is trying to go for a rerun. He had a lot of lag issues that made him have a pretty rough run. Currently 12th. That is the last place out of the entries. So he's going to go for another shot. He had a pretty good looking last lap. So he was just having a lot of bad lag spikes. I'm going to try to do knockout qualifying and get qualifying done as quickly as we can. So when a guy crosses the start-finish line, you guys can go once they hit the back straight. So once they're off of turn 2, the next car can get out. Once this guy's done. The lap 1 complete for Matt Farms.
That would be his out lap.
Oh. Sorry, I was tripped out.
You're good. I mean, a 56-minute lap 1, man.
put them up onto the screen for you guys to look at. And Gappy is joined.
Finishing up lap 1. Gonna set a 47.967.
That's a solid lap time for Matt. A bit of a turnaround potentially in the driver in the 0-1.
Oh, and here comes the lag.
Here comes the lag. That's not what he wants. He had a fantastic lap. He's going up high.
Up into the wall.
Gets up into the wall.
What's this gonna put him down to? Oh, big lag.
Big lag spike. That might be every effort of that run thrown to waste.
51,200.
Oh, what a shame. He had a fantastic first lap there, but the internet is not it. What I think I might do is that I might run post-qualifying, so if you join after this, you could qualify for 13th back, which will set you up for tomorrow for knockout qualifying. Anyways, lap 3. There's the white flag.
Across the line, he's gonna set a 47.971.
Oh man, the poor guy's had. He's driving good, but that second lag, that lag spike on lap 2 is just gonna completely mess up his qualifying. Might be able to go faster than it was last time, and maybe if he has a stroke of luck, maybe might be able to outdo the other farm's brother. Makes his way into turn 3. Now out of turn number 4. Checker flag coming out for Matt Farms. And the checker flag.
This lap will set a 48.008.
Next up can go Aqua. Yep. Okay, Matt. So Aqua's now out onto the racetrack. The green out for you. Up next is the RI Club. They are definitely going to give it a shot. They're currently in 10th place, so not the situation I think they want to put themselves into.
No, you cannot go.
Alright, so now they've started their first lap. So this is the RI Club. They'll take that's their last run.
Start off with a 48.263.
Something just about the RI Club, or sorry, oh, it's Aqua Car. Sorry. Compare that to their last run that Aqua has set. 47.921 was the first lap. lap 2 was 48.163 on their second lap last time, so they closed into the halfway point into turn 3. After the short shoot into 4.
Finishing up lap 2, he's going to go down to the 47s of the 47.867.
47.867. Awesome. That is an awesome job by Aquacar there. They're over halfway home, now closing into turn 3. Could potentially be en route to put himself a time that's good enough to get into the top 6 in pole shuffle tomorrow. Make the way down the front straight.
Closing up lap 3, he will start at 47.908.
He's cooking. The white flag is out. So one more lap to go. A lot of pretty crazy laps here. 15 Mercedes now down into turn 3. Remember, they had a lot of issues on their first run, but now it looks like they got everything figured out. Now, out of turn number 4, the checker flag going to come out.
Coming into the...
Who's going backwards?
Who's driving?
Alright, you are done. Who is driving backwards? Whoever's doing that's in trouble. That gap. Gappy, go to the back.
His final lap time is going to be a 48 flat.
Next car can go out. Gappy, get into the pit lane. Gappy, you're going to be starting in tomorrow's shootout. Gappy to the pits. Gappy to the pits. Alright. Alright, anyways, on to the RI Club. Aquacar's last run was incredible, to say the least. That will put them up into the top 6, in fact. They are, I believe, in 3rd place. Head of Gibby. The last couple set of minutes, I think Gary Club might have scrubbed the wall. Anyways, on to lap 1.
Lap 1 is going to get a 48.033.
So Gappy will be running tomorrow still. Anyways, second lap here for the Gary Club. He's not going to have enough time to make a run.
Lap 2, he's going to set a 48.129.
Once the timer's done, there might be some people that are currently lined up that aren't going to make it. Just an FYI. He could make a run after this is done, but yeah. Just to set himself up to start 13th back. We call post-qualifying. Anyways, I believe this is the third lap.
Gonna set a 47.900.
Alright, the white flag out. Thank you there, Jake. This is the final lap for the Guy Club to get into the top 6. This is tomorrow's pole shuffle they're running it for. Now down the front straightaway, the checkered flag coming out. Just keep on going around. Once you hit the back straight, the next car will be allowed. That's Drifting Casey.
Gonna set a 47.946.
Alright, next car's out. Drifting Casey will come out. So this is the question, if it's going to be that Steve Waters will have the chance to get another run. We look at the total time that the Art Club is 192.008. So that will be good enough to put them back into the top 6. That is good enough for 3rd place, folks. So he will be starting in the top 6 tomorrow. That knocks Drifting Casey out, who's currently on track, with the shot to try and get back at it. The board is now fixed. Drifting Casey making the way across into back straight. Alright. I'm going to see what time they've set. That's an out lap. Drifting Casey now down the front straight to mark down their first lap.
Their first lap, they will set a 47.996.
Waving a green flag down the back straight. Sorry.
Second lap is going to be a 48.033. Oh, he's got one more after this row.
Does he?
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going. I got pressed up by accident. Okay, this time is the white flag, so keep on going. You got one more lap.
Gonna set a 47.963.
Not bad at all. So the final lap for Drifting Casey, their last opportunity. Steven Waters looks like he'll have enough time to get a lap or to get a run in. Might be iffy about Matt Farms though. Last time by, the checkered flag coming out.
It is.
All right. Let. As second there for Drifting Casey. Just update the times. What position are you in? You are P9, Jake.
Coming out of the turn 4, starting his lap. 48. 2 or 3.
Should we, do you guys want to let Matt get another run in? If he's like the last one? No? Okay.
The second lap is going to be a 48.046.
Matt, just know that you are going to make the show. You're still top 12. Everyone else will be qualifying back. We are going to be doing a bump day, but that's just going to be for everyone that missed out today. We'll do pre-qualifying for it as soon as this is done. So, this is the last run of the day. He's already started his run, so he's the last run. This time by, we'll be seeing the white flag come out. Alright, the white flag is out.
I'm 47.917.
Not a bad looking lap time at all for Steven Waters. He's given his all with an opportunity to make it into the top 6 tomorrow. This is the last run of the day, folks. He makes his way out through the short chute and into turn number 4. The checker flag will come out for Steven Waters. He's looking pretty hot out on the racetrack, making his way down the front stretch into the start-finish line. Some anticipation for Gibby. Steve Water crosses the line.
Gonna set another 47.963.
And that is the last run of the day. So that totals us out here to a total of 192.209. That unfortunately puts behind Jake in 9th place. very close to his original run. However, he will not be making it to the pole shuffle tomorrow. Everyone that did qualify today will be able to make it to tomorrow's qualifying. I mean, to make it to the 500 next weekend. We are going to be doing the top 3 to make it into the back 15. Let me see how I formatted it. So at 2 p.m., yes, this will be when fast qualifying is. There will be a practice session at 1, and maybe we might be able to allow pre-qualifying. Maybe. If there's somebody that can't, you'll get like 2 runs. Okay. So, how it will work for the people that cannot make it to tomorrow, you guys, Matt, you're done, unfortunately. But the good news is you are making it to the 500. You'll be in 12th, though. Tomorrow will determine the back 3, although we will allow more people to join just to try to get up to 15 cars. So, you could do a lap just to run, but it's not going to mean anything. So, that being said, that is it for qualifying. Thank you guys for turning out for today's course. If you cannot make tomorrow, then you will be qualifying in your position based on the people that will also be missing out from tomorrow's qualifying. So, if there's multiple people that aren't running on Sunday's qualifying, then you guys will be behind the people that did qualify tomorrow, but you'll be based on your order from today. So, if every 6 driver for some reason didn't show up, it's this time. It's this time, basically. It'll be a 1-hour long session. There will also be a 1-hour long session for the pre-qualifying at 12 p.m. USPST. Then a 1-hour practice period for you guys to have the track locked in for you guys just to get practice. But that being said, that will wrap it up for today's course of events.
Shuffle is wanting to know if you're doing interviews.
Does anyone here want an interview? Chat interviewing me? I think I'll just do like a voice interview if there's anyone that wants to do that. Just real quickly. Stevie? Alright. Well, Stevie.
Alright, because you want to do voice.
Okay. Shuffle. Alright. Shuffle. Let's see where we are as far as qualifying goes. The results of today, as far as the timetable goes, you are the top time, a 191.858 as a total grand 4 laps for you. It looked like it was something you had to string together a little bit last minute. However, you got it done. Took about 2 extra runs from your original. How's the track like for you today?
Lovely. It's great, to be honest.
Simply lovely.
Yep.
Alright. Well, you still got another shot to get pole position tomorrow. You got a couple other people that might be looking forward to taking that opportunity. Do you think that you will be practicing any on the track to try to stack something together?
I don't need to. I'm fine with it.
Alright. Well, best of luck to tomorrow. I know it's a little bit late for you, so I don't know if there's a
Well,
lot...
thanks for the luck wishing, but I don't need it.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say, Shuffle?
Good luck with getting second place tomorrow, guys.
Damn. You got a lot of, he's, pretty confident with himself here, so, we will see. Does anyone else want to do a chat or a voice interview? Everyone else? I think Stevie. We'll run it on with Steve Waters here. qualified in P9 behind T7 Jake Steve. However, you are en route to start the 500 in the third row on the outside. Is there anything in your mind, Steve, going into that?
Well,
Mhm.
I gotta put it is I he he did my all. I gave it all my all in all four of my runs. I want to say that was like my fourth run on here. So other than that, it was kind of one of them days where I couldn't get to the top six, but maybe something else would be planned, and then some things might change. Which all I can say is this race is more about luck than the skill that we got right now. Because you're gonna have crashes in most of the races like this in real life, and yeah. Other than that I got Daytona uh, on July 5th, maybe next week on Wednesday, but most of the time it's just you got to be more lucky and fast at this point. So that's about it, really. Also, drink some NOS energy. Craig is just a parody of NOS. So,
You,
like to thank all my sponsors, though. Shown on this, mostly shown on the fire suit, then the SPD motorsports car.
all right. Well, on I still think that you will do pretty well when it comes to the Indy 500 coming up next weekend. You get to enjoy a day off. I'm not sure if it's exactly a day off that you were wanting. However, you take it easy, get a little rest, and maybe even join in for a little bit of interviewing or commentary in tomorrow's poll shuffle. Maybe.
Huh? And he's practiced to do some commentary, but yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say?
Oh,
All
hi,
right.
Mom. Hi, Dad. And hi to everybody out there that's watching this qualifying session. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
All right. Well, that's awesome to hear, Steve Waters. Is there anybody else that wants to interview? Let me check the chat. URA Club, I think. Well, you managed to string together something last minute. Good job on that. Uh, Managing to put yourself back into the top six. Maybe not where you want to be. However, you gotta take them where you can. You are gonna be allowed to qualify in tomorrow's poll shuffle. So, how did that go for you today?
Yeah, it was all right. I need to study that fastest lap I did. Maybe a bit more. Maybe treat it as something one-off. Maybe just make it into a consistent type of thing. I had the line down, or at least I thought I did, but then it didn't work, and I don't know.
All right. Well, you had a good shot earlier. Kind of looked like it was just kind of a saving situation, which you by far certainly did. Of course, that is honestly a good job on you to get that done. Not easy. As you can tell, it took you a couple attempts and a lot of luck to be there. So, um, I guess does that change any of your thoughts about the Indy 500?
Uh, Not really.
Fair enough.
It's a stupid square with a brick on the start finish straight.
Fair enough. Well, thank you there, the RI Club, and good luck when it comes to tomorrow's qualifying session. If you do turn up to that one, of course. If you do, I think you might have a solid shot. Just take a little bit of study. Shuffle, I hope you die. In Minecraft. Oh my god. I think either the RA Club. Is there anybody else that wants a bit of an interview? Was it Matt? Did you die? Oh. You get a chat one. You know what? Time is running here, so we'll get your chat interview if you want. Aiden McGrady here, currently qualified, I believe, set up for Sunday in 3rd place. I think there's 3 brother rivalries going on. You and Drift and Casey both at it, and both of you guys are up there currently in the round of 6. Gonna batter him on Sunday, trust me. How's it like racing against a brother in that way? Kinda got like I gotta do better than him. Let's read this interview. Sorry about that, I was doing some announcements. Well, I've not been beating him in Formula U, so it'll be nice to do it in Indy. Alright. Lost driver lineup as well. Oh, Rossi not Manos, and I believe what was the other driver? Alright, thank you, Matt. So best of luck, Aiden, Aqua, everyone else that's still here. It's been a good competition for qualifying, and you can see how quirky Indy qualifying can be. That's my first time I've ever done that, and yeah, that was everything I wanted. So, thanks, folks. Again, tomorrow at 12 p.m. we will be doing bump qualifying. Everyone here that's in bump qualifying is okay. You don't need to worry about anything. Everyone that qualified today is making it to the 500. However, if you missed out today, you will be you'll be running it for tomorrow. We are going to be taking the top 15. However, be aware that there are probably going to be a couple people that won't make the actual 500 when it comes around next Sunday. I'm not sure if I want to run it at 12 or 2. We might run a little bit earlier because of the people, but we'll be asking you guys. I know there's 824BB had some of those issues, and a couple other people like at Manos, so those two might be going for it. They'll have to make their rounds from the back of the field. That's okay. They'll be all right. If there's anyone that doesn't make it, then to the actual 500, just don't drop your hopes, because who knows, there could be a chance, an opportunity that there might be 1 or 2 open spots. So pretty much everyone that just qualifies is most likely going to start if they try to start. There might be a couple of people that won't. For the actual qualifying for the whole shuffle, that is between the top six, which as we'll call out that lineup right now, the current top six going into the 500 is the following drivers. Shuffle 15 in first with the 191.858, drifting Casey in second. 191.875. Eddie McGreedy in third with a 191.979. The Alright Club in fourth with a 192.008. Aquacar in fifth with a 192.038. Gibby Gibby is in sixth place with a 192.114. The back six that qualified today will just have to sit out qualifying. So the following drivers are not running tomorrow. It is Dabcat145, T7 Jake, Steven Waters, Nico Alex, Kroon Farms, and Matt Farms. You guys are supposed to start the 500. However, you guys are knocked out of pole shuffle qualifying. So again, your lineup in pole shuffle qualifying is of course Shuffle himself, it's in his name, Drifting Casey, Eddie McGreedy, the RI Club, Aquacar, and Gibby Gibby. Thank you guys for turning out to today's course of events, and best of luck for tomorrow. That'll be it. I also think this is one of my longest live streams.